broken attitude. If you do not get straight A's, don't come to me. If you are not a straight A student, you do not know that you are not going to amount to anything. If you do not work hard enough, you will get nowhere in life. If you do not get an A on this final, you will be a failure. Just like your other siblings. Or sibling. Look at your classmates. How many of them get good grades? Are they smarter than you? Are you seriously not going to study because if your grade does not pick up, you are not going to go on a vacation with us? Oh, look, you're getting an A on a quiz. Want me to buy you a game? We're going on a trip to France. But I need to study. You can study on the way and back. Did you get the job you were applying for? They pick someone else? I guess you are not gifted after all. Your father was right. You are just a failure. Should have used the money on vacation rather than your education. You keep failing time and time again. You get a job? Congratulations! You're not happy with your job? What is wrong with you? Do you know that people would kill to get this job? You're spoiled. What's wrong with you? You do not know. You can come talk to me, right? Sorry, you don't know. So why are you not happy? Look at the Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. If they can do it, well, they were geniuses. If you are not living on your own by 25, you're aware that society will see you as a loser. No way, no woman or man wants to date someone living at their parents' house. These are the building blocks that are bestowed upon us. And bootstraps. The bootstraps, sorry. These are the guiding blocks that are bestowed upon us. The bootstraps. How exactly are we supposed to pick ourselves up when they are rotten and have burns, holes, burn holes, and they stink badly from overuse? Even if we put them inside a laundry machine, they will still look ugly and gross. These comments are the foundation of so many family interchanged. Comments parents actually tell their kids, creating in essence a two-way loss. As a side note, I implore everybody listening to this to always be kind to their parents, loved ones, and remember to look strongly and firmly and persistently at your beautiful inner light that each of you has, no matter how much you're upset. I'm just letting you know. I'm continuing from this point. This was a side note. These comments need to either be burned up or go to dentist for a deep cleaning and a daily floss. Change the words and punctuation. Drop the negative attitude and complaints. Excuse you? We have changed. Do not hang around with homeless. They reek bad odor, are uneducated, and frankly stink. Many use drugs. Many came there due to their own bad choices. Many have schizophrenia or worse. Is this how we taught you? You want to be successful? You need to hang out with rich, educated, smart, creative people. I hate to break it to all the advice givers. Aside of this advice reeking with lack of knowledge and ignorance, most CEOs are assholes. You heard me. I'll repeat it because it's true. Most CEOs are assholes. Truth hurts, even though the poem says only one time. Truth hurts more than it paints genius pretty pictures. Despite some homeless unfortunately fitting the previous stated bill, there are more homeless whom are victims of circumstances. Homeless or are heroes. Homeless who got purple hearts and fought against systemic failure. Homeless who lost their job due to gambling are there too. They do not need their issues be rubbed in further. Do you get more out of a hurting wound when someone presses with their thumb directly at it? Do you feel the pain they feel when you do this? Are you a verbal asshole too? Our encouragements are broken. Instead of uplifting, we break people down thinking we helped. They have no idea they are amid a free fall. Meaning the people who give those helpful comments. Yet advice givers demand a personal review on Yelp. Yelp, yes. We'll listen and listen and listen, and we think, what the F? Well, I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I mean. Which manual teaches advice givers, please provide a conundrum of grandeur or feeling of genius delusion? Perhaps this will help those you advise with their mental barriers and not enunciated collusion. Break out of their confusion, provide an outside push to unstick their feet from the concrete obstacle that has hopefully not bonded with them. How do you know our legs won't break? That's what society is saying. How do you know our skin won't tear? Who taught you when someone is down, they need a kick in the ribs? That's me talking. So that they can, quote unquote, snap out of it. Get some blood in them vessels and look presentable and not depressingly frail. Is that how you provide motivational inclusion? Provide love to rejuvenate motivational evolution? Is this how you learned to build a mutual trust? Because I got to tell you, your approach feels like a manual with torn off pages, half scraped words, and many pages filled with rust. Not to mention the lack of knowledge. Which words can push someone over the edge? Can someone actually come talk to you? Are you indeed in a position to listen? Do you actually have the tools to help and are trained to help and not to harm and do actual good? Or is me pouring my heart out, putting your ego and emotional state in a foul mood? After which you will wonder, where is all this coming from? Have I not been giving you enough love? Who has taught you what in life? Why do you keep loading me with all this hatred-filled spite? What kind of answer do you concoct I should produce for you? Do you not think your demeanor and attitude simply explain to me that you have a delusion that you can help? That's me basically replying back. There is no Yelp review, and there never was. Only an avid mental heartbroken call produced by soul for much needed help. You cannot expect others to follow your lead, especially when you have no idea neither their speed nor what drives their speed. You cannot pretend to know the evolution unless you have observed their development through every revolution. Revolution. In the poem, it's just one time, but I'm enunciating it. I'll say it again. Revolution. Never offer to help if you do not expect to be loaded. Instead of working hard and harder, work smart and smarter. Otherwise, your advice is poorly loaded. Advice, like bullets and insults, can penetrate and hurt. The giver must still learn their own mistakes. The advice taker must still learn to cope with the inadvertent inflicted pain. Otherwise, those advised can say goodbye to rest. And that means they'll be churning and churning it, and be, loaded with like, oh my god, why did they say it to me? It's like yada yada yada, and not able to rest. By rest I mean sleep, and getting a fruitful sleep. Anyways, let's continue the poem. Before you give advice, ask if it is needed. Ask if it's needed. Usually those going through their issues need to be heard and not given advice. Perhaps your advice needs reviewing and should not be heeded. Many homeless people are kind and good. Many new CEOs have better chance of not repeating old CEO mistakes, despite not having as savvy of experience. People should dread more bad advice rather than dread someone having a great potentially fruitful idea and dismiss it on burner or try placing it on ice. People who want to be CEOs should not expect a sea of wows, but a stream of ohs, actually. Yeah, of ohs. Or ohs. Well, one of the two. Streams of gotchas will follow, which is actually true. This is a side note. After your O, or ooh, it's gotcha. Because people don't obviously know fully what you're talking about until you show them. Anyways, let's continue the poem. Once the prototype is done and tested, yes, the masses will follow. You must rise and break our broken advice. Otherwise, we will never break out of generational, badly put, overstated, half-baked, never truly working, very popular to restate and spice with adjectives collection of bad advice. Listen and do not think twice. Feel and observe. Think more than twice before offering a potentially breaking wise resolve. Thank you.